National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 122, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Alfalfa, Beaver, Beckham, Blaine, Caddo, Canadian, Carter, Cimarron, Cleveland, Comanche, Cotton, Creek, Custer, Dewey, Ellis, Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Grant, Greer, Harmon, Harper, Jackson, Jefferson, Kay, Kingfisher, Kiowa, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Major, McLean, McCurtain, McIntosh, Murray, Noble, Oklahoma, Okmulgee, Osage, Ottawa, Pawnee, Payne, Pottawatomie, Roger Mills, Seminole, Stevens, Texas, Tillman, Tulsa, Wagoner, Washita, Woods, and Woodward counties. In Kansas, Barber and Harper counties. In Texas, Armstrong, Carson, Childress, Killingsworth, Cottle, Donley, Gray, Hall, Hardman, Hemphill, Hutchinson, Lipscomb, Moore, Motley, Achiltree, Oldham, Roberts, and Wheeler counties. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, television outlets, or trusted internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
Good morning, Oklahoma. The time is 6:32 a.m. and it is a cool 58 degrees outside. Outside it's pretty clear, some clouds visible, a bit gusty with winds moving to the east at 15 miles per hour, which might chill the air a bit, but it'll warm up soon enough. A bit of a wake-up call for some of you just played. We do have a tornado watch in place for our area now. As you may know, there's a bit of a severe weather threat incoming here today, as you can see on this model run. This is from our very own Futurecast model. Nothing really pops up until around 1 p.m. You can see those showers to the south. Same story until around 3 p.m. And there you can see those supercells pop up in the bottom of the Texas Panhandle. And at 4 p.m. you can see them mature, really powerful storms there. At around 5 p.m. they enter Oklahoma. And at 6, a very potent straight-line wind threat develops for central Oklahoma there. But a lone discrete supercell remains in the south, definitely maybe producing some tornadoes in this run. Still going the final hour, but not as potent. So, yeah, definitely a wild day coming for residents in Texas, and here too, for sure. Bit worried with how this is coming along. The Storm Prediction Center, or the SPC for short, did have some strong wording with this event. Quote, given the moderate capping inversion, strong low-level theta E advection, and approaching large-scale forcing, all signs point to the development of numerous intense supercells and strong tornadoes this afternoon across the moderate and high-risk areas. Any storm that persists in this environment with any cohesive supercellular form will pose a risk of violent tornadoes, very large hail, and damaging winds. The corridor of greatest concern, including a threat of long track and potentially violent tornadoes, will extend from the southeast Texas Panhandle into western and central Oklahoma. This is very extreme wording to see in the morning, prior to an extreme weather event, in a tornado watch as well. Reading this for the first time now, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but this is shocking even to me, and I have been a meteorologist here for 13 years. Model soundings from a model called the HRRR have shown that there will be extreme wind shear, which is necessary for rotating supercells in the lower levels of the atmosphere, coupled with an elevated mixed layer to help stop storms from starting until the time is right and the environment is primed, which will cause these dangerous storms to start up in a, dare I say, nearly perfect environment. Schools announced closures, so I would stay home and prepared for the worst today. Know your safe place. Charge phones now. Review school dismissal plans. If your area has not yet canceled, don't rely solely on outdoor sirens or if you can see or hear the tornado. That is not an accurate way to assess if a tornado is coming. Have multiple warning sources: phone, radio, TV, all great ways to stay informed. And if you live in a mobile home, identify sturdier shelter now so that in case you get a warning, you're prepared to take shelter. And we don't see wording like this from the SPC very often. That doesn't guarantee something catastrophic happens everywhere, but it does mean the atmosphere is capable of producing very powerful tornadoes. Today is a day to respect the setup and the warnings given.
A very large corridor exists for numerous, intense to violent tornadoes within the open warm sector this afternoon and evening. Multiple rounds of supercells appear possible, beginning with prefrontal discrete development ahead of the primary dry line, followed by upscale growth into a mesoscale convective system later in the evening. This setup is highly analogous to the April 10th, 1979 outbreak, which produced numerous long-track, significant tornadoes across portions of Texas and Oklahoma, including the violent tornado that impacted Wichita Falls. The corridor most favorable for strong to violent tornadoes will likely focus along the dry line after 20Z across the Texas Panhandle into areas near the Oklahoma-Texas border, where forecast soundings and model guidance have consistently indicated discrete supercell initiation within an extremely favorable parameter space, supportive of long-lived cyclic tornadic supercells.